Good evening, everybody. Namaste. We are back again today. Today we have Mrs. Harsha Girish Ramaiya from Bhavnagar, Gujarat. Harsha is the founder of Small Wonders, a playgroup chain in Gujarat. She is the ECA, Early Childhood Association National Core Committee member, admin First Moms Club, and President Bhavnagar Preschool Association, TIE. TIE is the Ignited Educators. She grew up with a dream to become a teacher, and since her childhood, she worked very hard to achieve her goal. She started her journey in the year 1992. Since then, she has never been looking back, but day by day fulfilling her dreams. Artisting the world of small kids, she laid down the foundation of Small Wonders. With a goal and firm determination, she has been working very hard to grow Small Wonders. Parenting being her favorite subject has discussed it. She discusses it the most because she firmly believes there is no such thing as a perfect parent and says that we all are parents since we have since we all as parents can evolve day and night and nurture our children in all possible ways. Her strengths are her family, her children, her parents, and teachers who are always there to help her make the changes. Her goals are to work progressively towards giving children gadget-free childhood. I wish all of us want that. She is a recipient of numerous awards. Let's welcome Mrs. Harsha Girish Ramaiya. Good evening, Harsha ji. Namaste.
Namaste. Good evening, Reena. Thank you so much for inviting me on this platform and allowing me to share my views with the audience. Thank you so much, Reena.
So, Harsha ji, my usual question with everybody is, what brings you to education? But for you, I think it's going to be something different because I know that you have been dreaming for becoming an educationist since you were a kid. Right.
Exactly.
It's not easy, to just decide something in your childhood and you take it forward and you take it ahead as a dream, as your goal, and you just keep progressing towards it. So I would make it a bit twisting, in fact. What made you think as a child that once you grow up, you are going to become a teacher? When you had this goal since your childhood, then I'm sure you might remember what made you do so.
So, Reena, I very nicely and perfectly remember my childhood because I was very much inspired by my grade 1 teacher. I remember her name also. Her name was Radha teacher. So the way she used to dress up and come in the classroom, the way she used to hang her purse on her shoulder, the smile, everything, I was so much inspired that I used to go back home and replicate the entire episode that happened in the class every single day. So my father tells me today also that when you used to come back from school and when I saw that you were acting as your teacher, the first gift that I gifted you was a blackboard, a chalk and a duster. So you must have seen all the young children playing teacher at home. So I have been playing that teacher, and today my daughter also is into that playing only. So I think since that time that was, germinated that I will go into education, I will become a teacher, and eventually I pursued that dream, and I am today here as an educator in front of you.
That's really great. Harsha ji, what I was just going through is, even you are aware of it, that the condition right now for the entire schools, be it preschool, be it middle school, be it a senior school, everything, even the colleges, they are going through hell. Right. And today's topic for us is life of a preschooler during pandemic. So how do you look at pandemic? Like I call it a COVID era or a pandemic era or corona era. Like it has got many names. So how do you take it? In fact, how would you portray it in front of others telling them what exactly and how things would be, because you are an expert in preschooling. You have a chain of preschools. You might have set down certain rules, certain regulations. Like, how are you, your teachers, and your parents coping up with online education, first of all? And then, secondly, what would you think? Is it correct to be on gadget? Because you've mentioned it's your dream to give them a gadget free education. So do you think that some or the other place we are just pushing the kids towards gadget?
So very rightly, the questions are put up. So I will answer them segment wise. So Reena, when we talk about specifically the preschooler, not for this matter of pandemic, otherwise also this sector is the most ignored sector because we feel छोटे बच्चे हैं क्या समझेंगे क्या समझते हैं इनको तो हम जो भी बता देंगे चलेगा. So not only during this pandemic, but otherwise also, we never understand that how important are these years when the child is going to a preschool. So, as an adult, it's our prime responsibility first to understand that yes, during these years, 0 to 6 years, we are laying the foundation of the entire future of a child. So, if we don't understand, we will not understand anything beyond it. So, as an adult, we have to first acknowledge that yes, it is a child is an individual. हम ये सोचते हैं छोटा बच्चा है, because many a times I have heard parents and many others also talking about like this कि छोटे बच्चे हैं उनको क्या समझ में आता है उनको थोड़ी. And when it comes to taking admission, though this is not today's topic, but I will just try to
Ma'am, let me correct you, ma'am. See, when we are talking about preschoolers, we can go off the topic also, because those are the formative years when we need to develop them as a confident,
Exactly.
strong individual, right?
Exactly.
Because even I agree with you that we should keep our kids away from gadgets while they are in their preschools. So, ma'am, like even I was about to just tell you that, in fact, I wanted to ask you, do you think the parents agree to this, that they should be away from gadgets?
So here, Reena, there is a big conflict, when we tell parents that I'm looking forward to give them a gadget-free childhood means I want to connect them with nature, with our traditional games. So don't mistake it with the education, because today when education is coming through the gadget, it is some quality that is being offered by the school. So I don't want to interject both of them. Because otherwise also, if you do a survey, say around 2 to 6 years के बच्चों का अगर आप survey भी करोगे, so you will come to know that children of this age eat only with the screens in front of them. They have tantrums for screens. So I'm against that. I'm not against any quality product that is being given.
Exactly. So, like when we were there, when we were kids, we had wooden blocks, we had plastic blocks, we had those rings, we had so many other gadgets to play, but not these gadgets that radiate energy.
Exactly. So today what happens, I'm against that when parents use these gadgets as a pacifier, when they use these gadgets as a replacement or as a babysitter. My movement is against that. So in doing this, what they are harming is they are not giving enough opportunities for the children to connect with the nature. Today's children, if you ask them that, do you play hide and seek? Do you play any traditional games? Do you play with marbles? Do you know skipping? Most of the children, out of 100, you will not find even 10. You cannot count on fingers. इतने बच्चों को ये games नहीं आती. We have grown up playing these hopscotch and everything, but our children do not play.
We had pittu, we had hopscotch, we used to make that house in the mall, वो मट्टी में बैठ के हम लोग घर बनाते थे, वो सब चीजें मिसिंग
है ही नहीं. So and parents very smartly, when we address this issue, जैसे हम लोग YouTube में उनको educative poems दिखाते हैं, but why?
हम उनको फोनिक्स पोएम सिखाते हैं, हम उनको अल्फाबेटिकल राइम्स सिखाते हैं, एंड इट्स ऑन यूट्यूब. So
Exactly.
that is ma'am, what is the biggest concern? अगर हम like it's like a drug, it's like a drug. एक बार addiction हो जाए तो बहुत मुश्किल से निकलता है वो.
Exactly. And what happens, Reena, that you cannot justify this. There is no learning happening. One way the screen is there and the child is stuck and there are no expressions. The child is not interacting. But when we compare this with the blended learning that is offered by the schools today, the teachers are coming. There is a known face that is flashing on the screen and the teacher is interacting. So these are two separate things. My movement is against using the mobiles as a pacifier, using the mobiles as a babysitter. You can use it, but there is some time. आप देखो parties में भी अगर जाओगे तो आप देखोगे कि बच्चे, they will have their mobile, they'll have their apps on and they'll be playing in the corner. They don't socialize. They don't have that interactivity with whatever is going around them. So I am against that. My movement is against that. That education एक अलग चीज है और मोबाइल को आप रिप्लेसमेंट की तरह से यूज करो, दैट इज अगेन अ सेपरेट थिंग. सो आई रिक्वेस्ट द पेरेंट्स के इतना ना करें. लेट द चिल्ड्रन बी कनेक्टेड टू द नेचुरल एटमॉस्फेयर, which today children are not. So then let me come back to the topic that you asked me about the life of a preschooler during this pandemic. So this pandemic has affected all of us. So mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, कोई भी ले आप लगा लो, everything is affected. So this little child, this little preschooler is not noticed anywhere in the house because everyone is in the chaotic situation. Now, let me give you an example of a home wherein there is a mother, there's a father, there's a grandfather, grandmother, and this little child. So generally ये घर का setup होता है. Now, father is working from home. Mother, there are no servants or domestic help available. The grandfather has his own work. The grandmother is in the puja part and everything. What is the child suffering from morning till night? He is being ignored because घर में कोई ऐसी जगह नहीं है जहां पर वो खेल सके. Wherever he is moving in the room, there is somebody occupying that room and doing some work. And majoritarily अगर आप देखोगे, majorly the child will be told अभी नहीं, थोड़ी देर, I have some work, I will come back to you. The mother is occupied with the kitchen work, beta abhi nahi, I will come back to you. Dada dadi, they have their own work or they will take care of the child, but for a little while, because these children, it is very difficult for a longer period of time for dada dadi to actually keep them engaged because they need lot of variety. So here what happens, this child from morning, if 8 a.m. he wakes up and he goes to bed at 8 p.m., this 12 hours, I think out of those 12 hours, 10 hours maximum, he is told, abhi nahi, 5 minutes, tum isko hi mat karo, abhi nahi, abhi main kar nahi sakti, mere paas time nahi hai, please stay out of it, try to understand, tum udhar jaake wo karo. That is what I think the child is going through. No one or most of us don't understand uske dimag mein kya ho raha hai. Lot of social emotional disturbance, turmoil is happening.
There is after this pandemic was declared, I think most of the kids, their emotions and everything have just been washed away in a tornado of pandemic.
Exactly.
We can't say it's a turmoil. We can say it's a tornado, basically. In fact, the parents should understand that we need to. In fact, I don't know how many of you are aware or not, but yes, watching too much of television and watching too much of mobile phones, it is a trauma for your child's brain. There is a moment, when the mind become completely dead and your child becomes a couch potato and he just sits in front of the TV or the mobile and they're just watching. It really hurts them, their eyes, it hampers their brain, their concentration goes for a toss. There is so much, that the tender brain faces. What do you say about this, ma'am?
Exactly. So I will really appreciate what you said about the couch potato. Yes, that is the thing that is happening with each child who is just sitting in front of the television without no interaction happening. And I will give you a live example. Long back, I think a year back, when I was doing a research on how this screens affect the children's mental health. So what I came across is this was one child whom I was doing a research on. Now, whenever he was sitting in front of the television, if you pass in front of him, if you call him, he will not listen. He was so absent minded. And if you stand in front of the screen or the television that he's watching, he will stand up and start hitting you. The violence was the thing that he learned out of it. That if anyone comes in front of the screen, I will hit because I cannot afford to miss that one scene also. So, this kind of impatience the children are developing through the screen time, which is one way. Now, when I'm talking about the screen time, please do not mix it up with the blended learning that is going on, because that is an interactive session. And that is the need of an hour. So I'm not trying to mix both of them. I'm just against कि आपने टीवी चला दिया, आपने मोबाइल में कुछ लगा दिया, and the child is watching. Now, when that child is engrossed, he does not know. And when you're feeding, let me tell you that parents, most of the time they come to me and they tell me that अगर हम मोबाइल नहीं चालू करेंगे वो खाना नहीं खाएंगे. Now listen to this very carefully. This is also a part of my research that I did. This is a 3-year-old child. The mother is feeding this child every single day with the mobile on. The child has nothing to do with what he's eating. We tried one full week, we tried to give that child saltless food. And that child kept on eating. He had no sensation of taste. So what harm are we doing, and what is this, what food we are giving to that child, वो आगे जाके उसके शरीर के अंदर कुछ न्यूट्रिशन पैदा करेगा? Do you think that it is as good as not feeding the child? Rather, I would really tell the parents कि इससे अच्छा है तो आप खाना मत ही खिलाओ. And again I will tell that ये आदत आपने ही डाली है. हमारे जमाने में जब बच्चे छोटे थे, हमने हमारे बच्चों को मोबाइल के बगैर ही खाना खिलाया है. तब मोबाइल थे ही नहीं. So try to find those ways. Don't make our children robots. They become really robotics. So it's very important for us parents to understand, and specifically in this time. And now parents have very nice excuse. बच्चे क्या करेंगे मैम, कुछ नहीं है करने के लिए, तो let them watch the cartoon shows. And what they are watching is also very important because it impacts their brain and eventually it reflects in their behavior. Any cartoon that they are watching, for example, my daughter, she's in grade 1. So she watches this Shimmer and Shine show that comes at 9 p.m. It's a very beautiful show wherein there are two girls. One is a genie and the other girl has a power. But I want to narrate this incident to just give you an impact what lies on a child's brain. This is a very simple cartoon. There is no violence in it. And specifically why I chose this cartoon is because anything wrong that happens in this cartoon, there is a girl who always comes and tells कि ये गलत हो रहा है, हमको ये नहीं करना चाहिए, और अगर करना चाहिए तो क्यों करना चाहिए. So it gives a lesson also. And you won't believe that when my daughter is watching this cartoon, she will identify one character of that episode and she will try to enact. So this I'm sure all children are doing. So it's very important for us to understand कि अगर बच्चे जो देख रहे हैं वो अपने आप में कितना imply कर रहे हैं और वो कितना effect कर रहा है. So they are watching any cartoon which is offering violence. The hero of the character does negative things. So what the children are watching, what are they identifying out of it is very important. So let me come back to this topic that we are discussing, the life of a preschooler. It's very, very disturbing at this point in time because every one of us, not only the preschoolers, but every one of us are facing a lot of issues when it comes to social and emotional thing. So it's very important for us to understand that tiny little baby who is in our house. कि वो क्या फेस कर रहा है. And there are a lot of ways through which this child is trying to reach out to us. This child is trying to express to us. But because we are in so much of a chaos of just balancing the entire day, we fail to even notice that. So what I foresee is that post-pandemic, when the situations will be little normal, which is not expected कि कब होगा, but जभी भी होगा, इन लोगों का सोशल इम्बैलेंस इतना बढ़ चुका होगा that it will be very difficult for the schools also to bring them to normal. So here
Exactly.
it is an alarm for the parents to understand कि हम ज्यादा ruin तो नहीं कर रहे. If you are not able to help, don't ruin it. So here I will request parents कि थोड़ा टाइम लेकर सोचे, थोड़ा टाइम लेकर समझे, and try to take and spend some time with your children wherein you observe them. So that is a very important thing to do, because every tantrum that the child is throwing says something. You have to understand, because har ek baar bachcha rota hai, it's not for that toffee he's crying, it's not for that toy he's crying, because sometimes they don't know what to do. So we have to understand between the lines program of a child. And if we are able to reach, I think we will less disturb the social balance of a child.
Exactly, ma'am. Because what I was just going through, as you know, I keep on reading lot of things on child development, and I keep on discussing it with you also at times. So what I have observed, in fact, I have been just thinking what would be the side effects of watching too much of TV, being too much of mobile. Being a special educator and a counselor, it becomes very important for me to know everything, where I can help kids. So what I came across was that what I observed and what I researched was a child who is on mobile phone most of the time, they develop a very aggressive behavior. Their sleeps get disturbed. The dopamine, the feel good hormone, that is part of the brain's pleasure zone and reward circuits, that gets harmed. And playing too much of video games, like it really hurts them. They get become kind of senseless, and that is why they get that craving of doing something wrong, because all the time they're just being bombarded with violence that really affects them. And then they have lots of health issues, weight gain, then they have blood pressure issues, small kids having blood pressure issues, then they have eating disorders. There are so many things, emotional behavioral disturbances. There are so many problems that develop. Ma'am, I have a question over here from Amar rather. He is a regular participant of our quizzes. He says, ma'am, you rightly mentioned children don't eat without iPad. How can toddlers be fed without using phone? First. Second, I know someone, his child will starve but not eat without rhymes or phones.
So here, it is the habit that first of all we have put in the child. So it will take time, and it will take patience, and it will test our patience. So first we have to be very clear with our instructions. And when you want to start it, it will never happen in one day. You will have
Exactly.
to program
In
what
fact,
is already programmed.
In
So
fact, ma'am, I would suggest, because I have been doing on mobile de-addiction also. So, I have already done a lot on that. What I would suggest is, all of us as parents and responsible heads of the family, we should keep a no mobile zone in the house, and that should be our bedroom and our kitchen area. Or in fact, most of us, we have our
dining
kitchens in
area.
our and dining rooms together. It should be the bedrooms and the kitchen should be no mobile zones, and we should keep them either in a box or in a basket. While entering, we should just keep it there.
Perfect.
So
So here
So
I
this
will
is
just
what I developed, I wanted to discuss it out, so I just popped in between.
No, that's okay. So, Amar, here I will give you a tip. That is, whenever you want to start, it will have to be in a programming format. You decide today and tomorrow the child will leave. It will never happen. So, decide a time and format wherein you start first programming your child that very soon this mobile will not be there for your dinner or for your lunch. अब कल से परसों से हम ये करने वाले हैं. थोड़ा थोड़ा प्रोग्रामिंग करना पड़ेगा. Now the first day when you do this, the child will throw tantrums, and if that day you submit to that tantrum, you will have to submit forever. That is my experience. So decide any day. For example, you take out a calendar that, okay, this is the 10th date, and from 10th we are not going to use mobile. हम नहीं, मैं आपके लिए story बोलूंगी, मैं आपके लिए गाना गाऊंगी. My daughter, you know, she loves songs. So what we do is we on Alexa, and all the songs are played over there, and she enjoys them. So there is no visual thing in front of her. Or she's in grade 1, as I mentioned, and I have never fed her with mobiles. I've never fed her. So it is a challenge. For me, it was not, because I never did that. But for you all who have done it, it will be very difficult, but it's not an impossible task. First, start programming, give a deadline, and on that day, come what may, stick to your instructions. Then if you submit, अगर उस दिन वो भूखा सोने दो, वो चिंता मत करो, बिकॉज भूखा कोई रहेगा नहीं. एनीथिंग सेकंड द चाइल्ड विल गेट अप एंड ही विल आस्क फॉर फूड. अगर 2 दिन भी ऐसा चलता रहे, manage and please bear with me.
Don't give up on tantrums.
Yes.
Don't
give up on tantrums, because they have that key with them.
Weapon. That is the strongest weapon they have.
True.
So, ma'am, like, what would be the long-term emotional impact on children for pandemic? Like, they are confined in the walls, they are not allowed to go out. People who are staying in societies, the kids are not allowed to step down the floor. They miss going to the gardens, they miss cycling, they miss playing and mixing up with friends. Like, what would be the emotional impact of pandemic on them?
Yeah. So, Reena, here also I will like to, compare the present scenario and the future scenario. What will happen and what has happened. Now, when the lockdown was announced, every home was buzzing with the television news. Okay? And the discussion in the homes was very negative. Now, the child has understood according to his age कि कुछ गलत हो रहा है और कुछ अच्छा नहीं हो रहा है, कुछ unsafe हो रहा है जो उसको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. Many of the parents have come down to the children's level and they have explained the children the scenario. But other parents have not taken that initiative. So, जिन्होंने ये initiative नहीं लिया है, those children,
they should take it now.
Because it is very important to address this issue in an age-appropriate manner to the child. जो उसको समझ में आता है. For example, my daughter in grade 1 understands that, okay, there is a virus which is outbroken outside and it may affect us if we don't wash our hands. And then we explain to her that if we go to someone else's house, these viruses are flying here and there, and they may touch you and they may get into your body. So it's not safe to go outside.
Like, there are various ways of getting it clear in front of the kids. You can tell them in a form of a story. You can show them out. You can show them through some like those. At times, we see those small balls flying in the air. We can teach them through that also. There are so many ways to tell them.
So many ways.
Exactly.
But filtration should be done, Reena. What happens, we adults are talking something and children, they absorb what they understand. And we never take that liberty to even reach out to them कि आपने क्या समझा है. And when we understand, when we see this child talking to his friend about what my dad was talking to my mom. So that is the time we realize कि मैं ये बात कर रहा था और ये बात किसने ऐसे समझी. But ये ऐसे ही समझेगा because this is his level. You have to filter, you have to come down to that level and make him what he can understand.
That is why it is said, बच्चों के साथ बच्चा बन के ही आप कुछ समझा सकते हैं. अगर उनको डंडे से समझाएंगे वो नहीं समझेगा.
And second important is that now, okay, चलो पहले जब शुरुआत में lockdown हुआ, we all were in that chaos. But now we also are settled and accustomed to this routine. So now let's not be worried and let's not discuss every single thing in front of the children. So ये भी एक point बहुत जरूरी है because whatever discussion is happening,
most important है. This is the most important because what we do, the child is sitting next to us, we are watching TV and we keep on discussing, and at times there are arguments, at times there are so many discussions that the child gets affected. उसको ये समझ ही नहीं आता कि ये बम्बार्डमेंट हो रहा है तो क्यों हो रहा है.
Exactly. So it is very important to filter, to stop, to pause and discuss कि क्या हमको करना है बच्चे के सामने. कुछ भी चीजें, not only corona, but otherwise also. In schools, you know what happens? The children of 2 to 6 years of age, they come to us and they describe the entire episode that happens in their homes. कि पापा ने मम्मी को ये बोला, दादी ने ये बोला. So children have their own calculations. So let's not discuss जो उनको नहीं समझ में आता, because हम हमेशा यही समझते हैं इसको क्या समझ में आता है, पर उसको जो समझ में आता है आधी knowledge ना, half knowledge is more dangerous. So let's come down to their level, let's explain to them, because this is going to be, because the children whom we have left in March before lockdown and the children who will resume school post lockdown are not going to be the same children.
We will have to work even harder with them.
Exactly.
We'll
exactly.
have to counsel them daily. It can be even days at a stretch. We will have to keep our books aside. We will have to just make them feel comfortable about what all trauma they have gone through.
And another important thing, you know, Reena, what has happened is that now, since the children are 24/7 home, the routine is upside down. Now the children are waking up at 10 a.m., 12 a.m. because, you know, 12 in the afternoon. Why?
At kids get up at 1:30.
हाँ, so क्यों? क्योंकि उठ के क्या करेंगे? So that is the solution that the ma'am उठ के क्या करेंगे?
They get up late, they sleep late, so things go on and everything gets into a mess.
True. So I request the parents है कि नहीं है, आप routine manage कीजिए बच्चों का. It is very important to follow a routine irrespective of the children going to school or no. Because once the school start, it will be very difficult to again unprogram what is programmed. 10 बजे उठना and then it will be again वो कहते हैं ना कि एक से चालू करना, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, starting from the scratch.
Square one, yeah. Starting from square one. So, ma'am, how can the parents get involved in getting their routine set? Because when the kids are awake, the parents don't sleep. Even their routines get disturbed. ना टाइम से खाना होता है, ना सोना होता है, ना उठना होता है. सुबह को उठ भी जाते हैं तो all of them are so lazy. They don't want to do anything, and that is what the kids are catching up.
True. So here, Reena, now I think
how would you guide the parents that they how to bring the kids and their own routine on track?
So Reena, it is almost around 90 plus days that we are in this situation. So now we have a little hack of the situation कि अब इसको कैसे handle करना है. So it's now our routine also भी थोड़ा set हो गया है now. The unlock 1 period has already started. So I think that it is now very important to set a routine for the children, for yourself, for your children at number 1 position. It is very important. Second important thing to address the emotional issues, which I am very much concerned about the preschoolers, is I request the parents to please be there for them at least 1 hour in a day. If not at a stretch, divide that 1.5 hour into 15 minutes, 20 minutes, wherein you are available for your child, wherein you are sitting without any mobile, without any other distraction, and you are just paying attention to what the child is doing or you are doing with your child. So that is very important. Second is listen, observe, and talk. And here I will say talk will come always in the 3rd position. It will be listen and observe. So children have to be heard, because most of the time we as parents keep on telling children, ye karo, ye mat karo, isko karo, usko karo, and we are there in always an instructional mode. We have to deactivate that and we have to be in the listening mode, because agar bachon ka hum sunenge nahi, it will be piling up inside and it will burst out one day. So that should not be there. Jitna ho sake, give time children to speak. Kuch bhi unko bolna ho. It could be a complaint of a friend. It could be anything. Listen. Second is observe. Here, observation why I'm giving so much of stress is because the emotional disturbance can only be addressed if you are a good observer, because children are not good expressors. They can't express well. So we have to be there to observe the behavior when they are playing with their toys. Now, I will give you one example of my daughter when she plays with the doll and she starts talking. She has that habit to talk with the dolls, and she will, whatever I tell her, she will tell the doll. Okay, देख, you have to wash your hands, the mama ने बोला है, so you have to wash your hands. और कुछ भी अगर उसका negative भी है, if she's angry also, you can see that she's taking out that frustration on that doll. So all the children have that habit of taking out their frustration on their toys. If you see boys playing with ball, and if they're angry, they will put the ball hard on the wall. So these are the observations wherein you have to step in and understand कि ये अब play कर रहे हैं या गुस्सा निकाल रहे हैं. And when you find that difference कि ये गुस्सा निकाल रहे हैं, that is the time when you step in and give a hug to your child. And believe me, वो hug जितना काम करेगा, words काम नहीं करेंगे. So I always urge the parents, do not lecture. Try to have that touch therapy with your children wherein you sit. For example, if my son who is 22 now and my daughter who is 7, I have a habit, if I'm lying on the sofa and they're sitting beside me, I have a habit of just holding their hands for 5 minutes. But that is the touch therapy which keeps you intact. It's very important to have those tiny moments, and every moment could be different from the other. It's not only one way, 5 बजे hug time हो गया, ये kiss time हो गया. No, you have to understand when, what is required in what format. Then create a safe space in your house. So there could be any corner where your child feels, okay, this is his or her place. Any corner. So that coziness, जो वो अपनापन होता है ना, वो बच्चे को जब भी emotional disturbance होता है ना, like for example us, for that matter, if I am disturbed, there is one corner where I will go and I will sit or I will relax. It could be an armchair, it could be a sofa rest, it could be a balcony for that matter. बच्चों को वो space create करके दीजिए, and that will help as an emotional buster to them, a stress buster to them. Because when they are, for example, my daughter has a little tent, she's made like a house, and उसके अंदर घुस जाएगी, that's the end, और बहुत मजा आया. For an hour she will be inside. So she has her own moments. So these things have to be created by the parents and make the children understand about that importance. First time when you put that, supposing a tent जैसा कुछ आपने बनाया, कुछ भी corner, you will explain them. This is your corner. और जब बच्चा वहां पे जाएगा, you will have to give them words. कितना मजा आया आज आपको उसके अंदर, ये आपकी जगह है. This is Ashu's place. This is Reena's place. So it is important to create that. Then it is important to remind the children that this phase is okay. ये चला जाएगा. Don't create a हवा. स्टार्टिंग में था, हम सबको था ना, अब हम सब जितना पहले दिन डर रहे थे कोरोना से, आज नहीं डर रहे हैं. आज आसानी से लोग यहाँ वहां घूम रहे हैं. तो why to create that panic in home in front of the children? And I've seen parents when they are instructing, no, कोरोना है बाहर नहीं जाना है. कोरोना है बाहर, हम नहीं जा सकते. The same words, how you present in front of the children will create whether to be fearsome or whether to adjust to that. So anything that you do.
In fact, words play a very important role. They can make even the smallest thing big and the biggest thing small. It's very truly said, tongue is the strongest sword.
True.
It can make relations and it can cut everything.
True.
So
True.
why do we use harsh words with our kids? Why don't we use those small words? Tell them very gently, if you go out, see there is this virus, like you get cold and cough, same way that virus will come and affect you. Then you'll be in bed, you won't be allowed to talk to us, you won't be allowed to be with us. I think that can really help them out. What do you say about that?
Exactly. I really second that what you said. So one other important thing is, Reena, meet the kids where they are. Now, by telling this is where they are means where their mind, their words, and their body is. ऐसे मैं कहना चाह रही हूँ कि जहां पर भी बच्चे हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल दे आर प्लेइंग, दे आर वॉचिंग टेलीविजन और दे आर टॉकिंग ओवर द फोन, try to meet their understanding, not physically. If they are talking, for example, if my daughter is talking to her grandmother, so what she's talking, what message she's passing, is she happy at that moment, or is she passing some fear that she's having? So these are the moments wherein I'll have to touch. When she has a friend at home and she's playing with this friend, what she's talking, by meeting, I mean to say that you have to touch those moments wherein you will understand the child's emotions, the child's emotional imbalance, if there is any, because these are the segments wherein the children will try to express themselves. So it could be the time when the dad comes back from the office, he puts his bag down, the child is jumping from the couch and wants to burst out lot of things. कि आज ये हुआ, मम्मा ने ये बोला, ये हुआ. So these are the moments when you catch and you understand your child's emotional balance or imbalance. So there is where you need to be present. You need to meet them there. It's not the physical meeting that, okay, Ahan has come and I'm meeting him. I'm meeting him in a regular day at different places with different persons. So this meeting is very important if you want to touch the emotions of a child.
Right, ma'am. So, ma'am, we have been trying to make the parents understand that during this during this era, they need to be more cautious, more resilient, more considerate in whatever they are doing or saying with the kids. They have to be their friends rather than just dominating Hitlers. That is what we parents tend to be.
Absolutely.
And we think that, okay, whatever we are saying, because we don't say it out of purpose that the child should get harmed. We think, we try to build up an iron cocoon around the child that nothing can go inside. Whereas that is not correct. We need to let the child grow the way they are. So, ma'am, what do you say? Like, we've been talking about we've been telling them what to do with the kids. We've been telling them what not to do with the kids. What would you say? In fact, tell them that this phase passes away so easily that neither the parents nor the kids, anybody is in turmoil. They just feel that, okay, आया है तो जाएगा ही जाएगा. क्योंकि अभी तो like the kids, they have started saying कि मैम पता नहीं अब ये कब जाएगा, हम लोग कब आपसे मिल पाएंगे. हम लोग, we are missing school, we are missing our cycling, we are missing our footballs. When will we be able to do that? We don't understand when are we going to be back to normal. So, ma'am, what do you have, what would you suggest the parents that they start pouring in the child's mind? Because whatever the parents say, the child imbibes it. If it is wrong, if they're saying wrong about somebody, they will imbibe the wrong. If they're saying the correct thing, they will imbibe the correct thing. And if they are praising somebody, that is the most important thing a child imbibes. And if they are nagging somebody, that is the second important thing that the child imbibes. So like earlier we were talking about, in fact, you were saying that we have to mind our words. How can the parents, because see, ma'am, even you are aware and you are a parent and even I'm a parent and both of our kids are grown-ups, right? And you have a small baby and I too have a teenager at home. You are aware of it. So, ma'am, what would you tell the parents? Because both of our kids have a huge gap in between. So dealing with your daughter and dealing with your son, it's completely different.
True.
So what would you suggest the parents that the entire atmosphere at home becomes cordial, casual, and very, very subtle so that everybody enjoys staying inside? अभी तो माँ किचन में लगी हुई हैं या घर की साफ सफाई में लगी हुई हैं. They are washing clothes, they are cleaning the beds, they are doing everything. I would request you if you could suggest some activities that can release the tension in their brains and they can get involved and have a very, very nice period, because all of us know that this is going to stay for long. आसानी से
Long
नहीं
time.
जाएगा ये. हम लोगों को बहुत सफर कर रहे हैं हम लोग, और आगे को भी करेंगे, लेकिन उस
Correct.
सफरिंग को सफरिंग ना करके we enjoy it in a constructive way. Please suggest some activities for all the parents who can get them involved.
Perfect. So, Reena, your question itself had so many answers which I wanted to say. For example, the word that you used, mind your words. I think that majority the children are picking up what we say. The tension, the chaos, the frustration. कहाँ से उनको पता चलता है? क्योंकि हमने हमारे घर में वो बातचीत का दौर शुरू किया है, तब उनको पता चलता है कि कोरोना भयानक है. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी हैव टू माइंड आवर वर्ड्स कि हम कौन सा मैसेज बाहर देना चाहते हैं. बाहर मीन्स आउट ऑफ मी टू माई चिल्ड्रन. So it is very important first to correct yourself. Second important thing is during lockdown, I'm sure that all of us have understood very nicely that quality time with children is so very important and we all have enjoyed quality time. So talking about the activities that we could do together is that किसी भी एज का आपका बच्चा हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई हैव अ टीनेजर एंड अ टॉडलर इन माई हाउस. सो आई विल रेंज फ्रॉम द टॉडलर टू द टीनेजर एंड फ्रॉम द टीनेजर टू द टॉडलर कि आप क्या करवा सकते हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल होम चोर्स जो है हमारे घर में, जो रोजिंदे के काम है, उसमें हम बच्चों को इन्वॉल्व कर सकते हैं. हो सकता है पहली बार में बच्चे तुरंत ही ना हमें सपोर्ट करें, बट जैसे आयनिंग ऑफ क्लोथ्स है नाउ, अर्लियर माय सन यूज्ड टू टेल मी नहीं मैं नहीं करूंगा, बट व्हेन ही सीज दैट माय मदर इज डूइंग, सो ही स्टार्टेड हेल्पिंग मी. My daughter, from the very beginning, she's very helpful in doing the home chores. So she likes dusting and she likes, mopping. Though करती है, उसके बाद करना बहुत मुश्किल है, but you have to give them those opportunities that keep them engaged. दूसरी, जब हम लोग बैठते हैं वी प्ले स्नेक्स एंड लैडर्स. दैट इज व्हाट माय डॉटर लव्स अ लॉट. इट्स अ वेरी सिंपल गेम, बट इस गेम को 2 महीने खेलने से आई हैव अंडरस्टूड दैट माय डॉटर हैज लर्नड सो मेनी स्किल्स आउट ऑफ इट. फॉर एग्जांपल, उसको हमेशा से लगता था कि मैं ही जीतनी चाहिए. So after playing this game, when we four of us sit and play this game, she has now understood that this is just a game and we can afford to lose. So failure जैसी चीज थी. So if we try to look up to games not as a pastime but as a substance of learning, I think we will be able to add the value factor. And above everything, there was fun element in it. So we could, while playing that game, learning also used to happen because the number recognition wala, multiplication wala, and we, manipulated that game in so many other versions also. So that one snakes and ladder, we played in multiple ways. So that could be the thing that you can try out. Then second thing is that we all love songs. मेरे घर में सब किशोर कुमार और लता मंगेशकर, भगवान की दया से हम सब हैं, तो हम सब गाना बहुत गाते हैं. So Alexa is the fifth member of our family. So that is the best pastime that we have, that we play songs and we sing and we dance like mads. So ये छोटी छोटी एक्टिविटीज हैं जो आप कर सकते हो अपने बच्चों के साथ. Then there is this game called tic tac toe. टाइम पास के लिए बेहतरीन गेम. ऑल्सो लर्निंग स्ट्रैटेजी डेवलपमेंट कितना होता है उसके अंदर और एंगेजमेंट कितना, और लगता कुछ नहीं है. पीस ऑफ पेपर एंड अ पेंसिल और अ पेन. एंड अ 5-year-old चाइल्ड ऑल्सो कैन प्ले एंड अ 25-year-old चाइल्ड कैन ऑल्सो प्ले एंड अ 46-year-old चाइल्ड तो प्ले ही कर रहा है. तो ये सारी ऐसी गेम्स है. और मैं ट्रेडिशनल गेम्स पहले भी मैंने बताया था, आई एम वेरी मच इन फेवर ऑफ इट. तो बहुत सारी ट्रेडिशनल गेम्स हैं. एक वो पांची का जिसको बोलते थे, 5 पेबल्स होते हैं, देन यू नो रोल देम एंड देन कैच देम, वो होती है गेम्स. ऐसी गेम्स जिसमें कुछ नहीं लगता, बट दे आर गुड टाइम पास, दे ऑफर लॉट ऑफ लर्निंग. So here you can, use it as a tool to keep your children away from the screen. Might as well you have a lovely time with the family. So try and do those activities. Plus, Reena, I will mention here that at my Small Wonders Facebook page also, if you will see, every single day we are putting one poster, happy hours. We're giving one activity daily to the parents, and that activity is from the range of 2 to 22. तो कोई भी एज का आपका बच्चा हो आप उसको प्ले करवा सकते हो एंड इन डिफरेंट फॉर्मेट इट इज गिवन हाउ टू प्ले. सो आई थिंक 90 एक्टिविटीज तो अब तक हमने डाल दी है. So every
Wow.
single day get that activity and the parents can just download the image, and those activities are such, Reena, that you don't have to purchase anything. Everything is right available in the house and you can manipulate and play. So you can watch out for those happy hours activities. There are n number of activities that every single day on Small Wonders page that I'm offering. So it's very easy for parents to do and keep the children engaged in that matter.
Right, ma'am, I have another question from Amar. He says, ma'am, you mentioned children are picking up messages that parents discuss. Shouldn't there be a fear factor of pandemic on children? It sounds wrong, but once restrictions are lifted, social distancing in schools will not be possible. What would you say for that?
Exactly. So here I will really agree to Amar that whatever you're saying is correct. That is why we are wanting the educators and the parent community to understand that this is a very delicate situation. And
I think,
since the
sorry to interrupt, ma'am, but I think this is one of the reasons why this talk series also has been started. That
exactly.
we can educate our parents, we can educate our teachers, and if some of our children are watching, we can educate them as well. And now after this, whenever this will be, I think the series is going to be over on 18th of July. After that, after 2 days, we are starting off with the storytelling sessions where we will request all the kids to join and see and be a part of it, because it's going to be a kind of a competition. Where, ma'am, I would request your daughter also to be a part of it, because every day we will be giving 3 to 5 questions, and the questions that is the answers that are very near to the climax, they'll be selected and we'll be sending e-certificates to them.
Wonderful initiative, Reena, and I must congratulate to the efforts that you put in to bring awareness in the parent community. So Amar, I was answering your question is that this is a very delicate situation. So even the schools, and specifically the preschools, are going to be at the last when it comes to reopening. So as I mentioned that when the first lockdown was lifted, it was expected that definitely if the government is going to be little lenient on sending us outside, we are not going to take care of the social distancing at all. And if as adults we are not taking care, how can we expect the children to take care? So it is very important for all of us to practice before we preach, and preach what we practice. It has to be vice versa. So the whole responsibility, I think the government had in the headlines only mentioned that ab tumhare hawale watan sathiyo. So they have tried all ends to keep us safe from corona. Now the safety lies in our own hands, how we keep it, how we maintain it. So, and what I see is that people are really acting very foolish. I'm sorry to say, but they are attending marriage functions.
That is what I was about to say. They are not following social distancing.
Not at all, Reena. And let me tell you that the 1st June was the lockdown one that was announced, and today is 2nd of July. In Bhavnagar, there are 56 weddings happening. They already happened in these 31 days. And hundreds of people have attended. So you can imagine, क्योंकि ऐसा लग रहा है कि गवर्नमेंट ने बोल दिया है अब आपके हवाले, तो मतलब आपके हवाले, I mean we have to take the responsibility. Any restaurant that is open is filled with people. All the chairs you can see, as if कि 3 महीने से तो ये सब भूखे मर रहे थे, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था. When I pass by and I look at the restaurant and I feel ये लोग खाना ही नहीं खाया 3 महीने से. All the restaurants are jam packed. So it is on to us how we take it forward, and not everyone is so sensitive to understand this, because people tell अभी हमारे यहाँ पे कहाँ है, इतना नहीं है हमारे यहाँ पे, तो राह दिखवाने की.
अभी यही चल रहा है कि अरे नहीं, यहाँ तो सब नॉर्मल होता जा रहा है, हम लोग धीरे धीरे नॉर्मल की तरफ आ रहे हैं. कोई बोल रहा है 5 जुलाई से स्कूल खुल रहा है मैम, अभी हम लोग स्कूल जाएंगे, कोई कुछ बोल रहा है. बट व्हेन यू गो आउट टू द मार्केट्स एंड यू सी क्या हो रहा है, parents are not concerned about the kids also. They are taking them along. छोटे छोटे बच्चे पैदल चल के जा रहे हैं without mask. Parents mask लगा रहे हैं, gloves पहने हैं, the kids are without them.
नहीं, पर वो कोरोना है ना, उसने बोला है कि मैं बच्चों को नहीं लगने वाला हूँ.
नहीं लगूंगा, बच्चों को और कुत्तों को नहीं लगूंगा.
True.
So, ma'am, what would be the takeaways for parents?
So takeaway from the parents is we have to be a role model, Reena. Anything that we expect from our children. That is the bottom line that I would say. That children are definitely the teenager versions. So if we want our children to be in such a manner, you have to be a role model. You can never expect your child what you tell they will do. They will always do what you do. So this is being said by many experts, many philosophers also, that you have to be a good role model. And if there is a defect in your children, in any behavior, please look back to yourself. Because there will be some problem with your role modeling that the child has imbibed, and that is why this child is like this. No child, I can guarantee you, कि पैदा होने से कोई बच्चा ऐसा नहीं होता. It is our effort or the effort that we have not taken which makes the child that what he is today.
Right. It was really being great with you, Harsha ma'am, after so many, I would say it was almost 24 months. So it was really good. You know, when you said that you want to be a part of it, I was so like, I was wondering, why isn't she sending her details? Why isn't she ready to participate? Then when you just said, Reena, I want to be, immediately I said, fine, ma'am, this date is available. You just join in. So it was really, you know, because ma'am, the thing is, we have been discussing senior kids, we have been discussing middle school children, we have been discussing junior school children, preschoolers we have been discussing, but not much. We haven't got into the integrities of preschooling that we did today. Like, I think most of the parents will agree to it. Even principals and teachers will agree to whatever we've been talking and we've been telling them. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was always been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Reena. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So here we end with our session today. Tomorrow we will be having Dr. Chand Trihan from Jammu. She is a freelance psychologist, a counselor, and a consultant and trainer to CBSE schools. She's been the CBSE online counselor as well. So tomorrow we will be here by 1 o'clock with Dr. Chand Trihan. Thank you and namaste.